In France, it's part of the routine, you know, they go to the bread shop, the butcher shop, the cheese shop, and then they swing by their local flower shop. It's a part of their weekly, you know, chores. And having fresh flowers in a Parisian home is just very important to French culture. La Rosoir has been in Paris for over 100 years. It's been owned only by 3 families in the past, and now with me, that makes 4. As we don't have a refrigerator, everything is just out on display as you would see at a museum. And because of this, we have to be very intentional about where and what we buy. I make sure to buy only the freshest flowers at Rungis, which is the biggest flower market in Europe. I mean, you'll see me walk to every single seller at Rungis and buy a little from here and a little from there, because I love to really search and find the best product and find flowers that really speak to me. Both of my parents were horticulturists, and they met in the plant industry. I feel like as a young kid, I couldn't help but just be intertwined in the plants and flowers. Visiting my dad at work, we would often go to greenhouses. My mom was always on the phone selling, you know, different flowers and plants. I remember being a kid that knew all of the names of all of the trees, plants, and flowers, and all my friends were like, "What the heck, you're so interesting." You're often not inclined to do what your parents do. And, you know, my parents were like, "Maybe you'll do flowers one day." And I was like, "Absolutely not. I'm never doing flowers." But look at me now. Once I found this shop, I got a job here right away. And ever since then, I just really discovered how much I love working with flowers. I loved being surrounded by nature every day, creating every single day, connecting with people as well. I loved working in a beautiful place. And when the old owner asked me if I was going to continue working in flowers or if one day I was going to move on, I looked at her and I was like, "Oh, no, I'm doing flowers forever." And shortly after that, she actually proposed to me to buy her flower shop. And that's when the ball kind of started getting rolling on acquiring this shop. This shop is a very champêtre style. It's a very wild style of bouquet. To use, you know, different branches and greenery and a different mix of French florets and seasonal flowers. It's a beautiful little slice of heaven. Of course, love supporting French farmers and buying French flowers. I think not only are they more stunning, but they're local, they last longer. I love the idea that they didn't travel as far to make it to my shop. I mean, some of the foliage that I buy was just cut the same day, you know, and I just think that that is so remarkable. It's not something you can often find in the US. And then a lot of my florets, like this gramine type stuff and a little like dainty flowers, actually in the US, they're kind of considered weeds. But here, I mean, I look at them as the most amazing flowers on the face of the planet. But they come from Barbizon. That could be like small gypsophiles or small delphiniums. Really beautiful, like dainty flowers. Hydrangeas are one of my favorite flowers. And in the late summer, they come from Brittany. Brittany is a region in France that is known for their amazing hydrangeas. And when we are able to get Brittany hydrangeas, I just think it is the coolest thing ever. In my opinion, hydrangeas are one flower composed of a million little flowers, and the colors are just stunning. I haven't changed the shop much since I bought it. I really wanted to keep its original form and like keep everything how it was. Anything that was here before I bought it, I won't sell, like old tables, old antiques, old paintings, the chandeliers. It's the oldest flower shop in Paris, so we really play on that, and it adds to the ambiance for sure to have, you know, old pieces. I remember as well growing up, I would always be kind of embarrassed because at my birthday parties, my parents would give out, you know, little cactuses as party favors instead of like candy. And I was like, why can't we be normal and give out candy instead of flowers? It's just crazy how full circle it has come, because like I will totally be giving out cactuses at my kids' birthday parties and think it's so much cooler than giving out OA candy. Flowers remind me so much of home, and I'm so grateful to be able to come to Paris and kind of create my own home for myself through flowers.